guys, welcome to Alice Loves YouTube channel. Firstly, please ignore how greasy my hair is. I'm about to go to the gym after I film this video, so I could not bear to wash my hair and do it and then go to the gym and have to wash it again. So let's just pretend you can't see my hair. So I'm going to get cracking. I've got quite a lot of products down here. Today what I'm talking about are products that I would immediately go out and repurchase if I use them up, or sometimes even if I could feel them coming to the end. Now, I haven't included skincare. I'll do a separate video on that if people would like. I've just done makeup, and it all started from one product which I'll start with, but I think these for me are essentially sort of real holy grail products. I think as a beauty blogger, and not even that, you know, that's obviously something newer in my life, you know, beauty blogging, but I've been a beauty enthusiast my whole life, even from I would say about 4 or 5. I had this ridiculous huge handbag that was from a charity shop that my nana bought with me, and it was massive and ugly, and I would fill it with all my mum's like sort of cast off makeup things that were out of date and things that she didn't wear anymore. And I didn't wear them, I was like 4, but I just carried them around and looked at them and loved them. So I've obsessed over makeup for a long time. I have hoarded, collected, bought, invested in, whatever you call it, makeup for a long time. So for me, you know, I don't just have one foundation. When it runs out, you replace it. I've got probably 45 foundations. So for me to say when this runs out, I'm going to go and rebuy it, it means I really, really like it. So anyway, intro out the way, I'll get started, and I will start with the product that sort of made me think of this video. And this is the RMK Creamy Foundation. Now this is actually the old packaging, because I've got this in 3 different colours, so it hasn't actually run out since they've changed the packaging. So you can see it's sort of a pot of quite a thick creamy foundation as described, but it's now in a bottle. But this is, I would say, and this is a bold claim, but I think my favourite ever foundation. And as you can see, it is coming to an end. There's still quite a bit round the corners. I use sort of like a cotton bud to get it out and pop it on either my beauty blender or on my little glass palette or the back of my hand or wherever. So there's still quite a bit left, but I was panicking, you know, when I put my cotton bud in, I could feel the bottom of the pot. I was thinking I need to go out and buy a new one. I love it. So it is a definite medium to full coverage foundation, which in itself is a bit crazy because, you know, it's not that I need to wear a really thick foundation. I don't suffer normally particularly badly from breakouts, so you know, you can sort of sheer it out, and I've got a very light layer of it on today. But I just love the way it looks on the skin. It's dewy without being really glowy. If it looks really glowy now, it's because I am boiling hot. It's really, really hot in the UK, and I've had to close all the windows. So it's not normally this shiny, if you can see some shine, but it's just a perfect finish for me. I love the way it sits on my skin. I just love how long it lasts for. I like the way it covers. I like that you can build it up if you are having a bad skin day. It's amazing. I can't remember the exact price. I want to say about £29, but I could be wrong, but it's amazing. Really, really amazing. So this would be my #1 foundation I'd recommend to anybody who doesn't mind a slightly more medium to full coverage. So that was the first product, but then there were a few other things that I'm running really low on, and that's what all jumped into my head as well, but these are all my absolute fave. So the next one won't be a surprise if you watch my channel. This is one of the Nars Audacious lipsticks. Now, I love all the lipsticks. I recommend these particular Audacious lipsticks to everybody. They're some of the nicest lipsticks out there. But this particular colour, you can see that is all I have left. And it is Barbara. And it is my favourite nude. As you can see here, it is a nude, but it's a dark nude, and it's got a very sort of terracotta-y undertone to it, like an orangey browny nude. It's not pinky, it's not corally or peachy, and I just love the way this looks on me. It's a nude that I think personally really suits me, and it's super creamy formula, but it doesn't slip off. It does last quite well, and I will definitely be rebuying this. And it's one of the very few lipsticks that I've ever had to rebuy. I don't think I've ever sort of made it through a whole lipstick, and I love the packaging. I love the magnetic close. This is so much better than your traditional Nars packaging, which is like rubbery and normally goes completely crazy. Oh, the door's blowing open. So yeah, love that. let me just close the door. So on another lipstick, the one that I am wearing, that is the cheapest, well not the cheapest, but a very cheap, affordable, cheap's probably not the right word, is it? A very affordable lipstick from Sleek. It's part of their True Colour range. It's a sheen formula and it's called Fuchsia. And this is my favourite pink ever. I mean, I don't know why I'm drawing it on my hand, you can see it on my lips. It's a very blue toned pink. It's a sheen formula, so it's so comfortable to wear. Yes, it doesn't last as long as a liquid lip, but you're not going to get dry, crusty lips. And what I also find is it doesn't fade dark. I find a lot of pinks, they go on bright and within literally an hour they almost look red, like they've gone that dark. This stays bright and vivid. It's so comfortable to wear, and I think they're about £4.99. So when I say I would go out and rebuy this, I mean I have 2 in backup, because I really had this feeling that they were discontinuing them, and honestly I couldn't bear the thought. It's my favourite pink lipstick, so I have 3 of these, so love that. Then I've talked about this quite a lot recently. It's a new find. I think I've only had this within maybe the last month or so. I did put it in a haul, and it's the Maxfactor bronzer, and you can see I've hit pan already. I've got hardly any left, and it's the cream bronzer in light gold. And it is just like the Hourglass bronzers. It's such a beautiful sheen to the skin. And I reach this every day, and that's how I've gone through it so quickly. I prefer it to my Hourglass one. I just think I really like it. I think it's about £9.99. It doesn't go patchy or blotchy on the skin. It blends beautifully. As I say, it's got a sheen, but not like, you know, a highlight or a glitter, but it just like a glow, like your skin just looks healthy and radiant. So love that bronzer, and I will definitely this weekend be buying a new one because that's almost gone altogether. Another product I talk about loads, but you know, it is a fact. I would replace it as soon as it runs out, and it's the Nars Pro Prime Smudge Proof Eyeshadow Base, and it's just a little sort of doe foot applicator, and it's for your eyelids to prime your eyes before you put eyeshadow on. Now, I cannot wear eyeshadow without a primer. Literally within an hour I've got creases and all the colours gone. When I wear this, it stays put. I've said it before, but I could literally sleep in it, wake up, and it would still be on like perfectly. So this is a product that I cannot be without. I think it's £18, so it's not cheap, but it does last a long time. You only need a tiny little blob blended out on each eye before your eyeshadow, so a very firm favourite there. Then I will go on to my little Clinique Bottom Lash Mascara. This is maybe about £11. It's not too pricey, but I suppose for a mascara of this size, it's got the tiniest little wand, and for me, I have got hardly any bottom lashes, so this is perfect. It grabs every one. I haven't got any mascara on before you try and look, but normally I would have mascara on the bottom lashes, and if I do, it's this. And it grabs every little lash. It doesn't smudge, it doesn't flake, it doesn't budge. It's just brilliant, so I always repurchase that as soon as it dries up. Then I've got here my Coloured Clay CC Under Eye Corrector. Oh, excuse, I lost a nail. They're being done on Friday for my mum's birthday, so I'm just having to go with it. Yeah, this is an under eye colour corrector. So this I wear under my concealer. Very peachy toned, very creamy. You can see it's thick, really high coverage, and it's just brilliant for my bags. Again, don't judge on how I look now. I've been at work all day. I don't have any of this on at the moment, but this is a product that I've hit pan on. You can see all the middle I've gone, so this will be immediately reordered. I've tried quite a few other colour correctors. I do like them, and I've got a Becca one that I use. I've got a Bobbi Brown one. You know, like them all, but this is the #1 spot for me. So immediately repurchase. In the UK, Tarte's not the easiest to get hold of. You can get it on QVC, but they always seem to do it in sets, so you can only buy this if you buy it with a brush, I think it is. But when looking on Sephora, with the current exchange rate at the moment, I think it's only £1 or £2 more expensive, and you get the brush, so I will just be buying it off there. But that is another fabulous product that I can always rely on. Then here is the, I don't know whether I call it Anastasia, some people call it Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Pomade. in Dipbrow Pomade in Blonde. And again, you can see here ever so slightly that the glass is coming through because I've hit pan. It's not really pan, but you know, I've hit glass. Use it every single day. It is on my brows at the moment. It's been on my brows since 7 o'clock. It's been hot. I've been probably rubbing my face and I haven't touched my brows up. I just love it. I think the colour's perfect, and I've tried a load of different ones. I do like them, but just this is the one. I think, I don't know if it's more the colour or the formula or a bit of both, but I've got probably another 4 or 5 alternatives in terms of just pure pomades, and this is the one I always reach for. Again, I think it's about £20, but it's lasted me ages. I would say, I think I've had it a year. It might even be slightly, when I think I had it about a year. I think I got it last March, so we're over a year, and I use it almost every day, and we've got that much left. So a definite immediate repurchase if that gets lower. Haven't done this in any order, as you'll see. So I've now got the Body Shop Skin Defence Multi Protection Essence, and this is an SPF 50 for my face. This is my favourite face SPF. I've got loads of others again. There's always variety. I don't just stick to one. I'm not saying this is the only one I use, but this is my favourite. This is the one I reach for the most, and this is the one that if it ran out I would immediately repurchase, and it is getting quite low. So I will be getting another one of these to take on holiday with me and use as my face SPF. It's UVA protection, UVB protection, antioxidant and anti-dullness. It's gorgeous. It doesn't break me out, it doesn't block my pores. My makeup sits nicely on top. You can wear it on its own if you're not doing makeup, if you're actually on holiday or on the beach or what have you. It's just great. I really like it. So not sticky, doesn't leave a white cast to the face. One of the best SPF that I've used. As I say, it's the one I always reach for. So that's my fave. Then this one, I cannot possibly see me needing to repurchase this, because I can't see how I'm ever going to hit pan. I use it all the time and it looks full. And you know, we all know what this is. Becca Champagne Pop. It is the mother of all highlighters. Let me see, I always say this, can you see it? But that glow there at the bottom, let me try and just move it so that the light catches it for you. If not, I'll do a close-up, but it is just the most amazing highlighter that there is. Like, I use the ones because sometimes you don't need anything that bright, but this is amazing. Jacqueline Hill did such a fantastic job, which is obviously who created Champagne Pop with Becca. It's amazing. So this would be immediately repurchased, and I was so glad when it became permanent, because it was for a while limited edition. So really love that. Then only 2 more things, so I'll keep it quick. This is the By Terry Ombre Blackstar, and it's an eyeshadow crayon. And it's in this beautiful sort of purpley, browny, bronzy, taupey colour, and it's a stick, really easy to use, really creamy, and when it sets down it just does not budge. I think it's such a universally flattering colour. If you just want a little smudge of colour on your eye, you can draw it on and just buff it out with a brush and do it quite light, or you can really build it up to make a smoky colour. As I say, it's really gorgeous. All of the Ombre Blackstars are lovely, but this particular colour, Misty Rock, which is number 5, I love, absolutely love. I think it's every colour eye. I've not seen it on any eye colour and it not look beautiful. I think it's such an unusual colour. So definitely that is up there in all-time faves. And then lastly, a bit of support to beauty bloggers out there. Fleur's obviously very famous, very well known, amazing beauty blogger. I really do like Fleur, and these are the only, and I mean the only, eyelashes I will ever wear. I've got them on now. I always have at least 3 packs as backup, if not more. When they're on offer I just stock up on them, and it's the Fleur Loves Lashes, and they're 3/4 length. Now I've got really small eyes, and if I buy a normal lash I have to cut that much off that you completely lose the shape of it. So for me these are just perfect. I just think, you know, they're a good price, they're not too crazy, because I'm only probably going to re-wear each set maybe 3 times max, and that's, you know, if you look after them, you don't have a few too many drinks. So, you know, I don't want to spend too much on them, but they're just fantastic. So these are definitely a repurchase for me. And that is all of my top picks of things that would never be out of my collection. You'll never come to my house and not find these in my beauty stash. Hope you enjoyed. Please subscribe down below and give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you next time. Bye.